We need to go." My daughter pointed at the tiny kitten shivering in the corner of the shelter. She was soaked, scared, and small enough to fit in my palms. That evening, we brought her home with us. I gave her a warm bath right away, wrapped her in a soft towel, and placed her in a small box lined with cloth. She hid in the corner, trembling, her eyes wide with fear, not knowing she was safe now. The first night, she sat quietly by the wall, afraid of every little sound. I found her later lying sadly in a shopping bag, her tiny body curled up, her eyes empty. She wouldn't touch her food. She just sat there like a statue, a tiny ball of fur waiting for something bad to happen. But then morning came, and she gathered her courage and stepped onto the sofa for the very first time. She started eating small bites. She discovered the warm blanket on my bed and would sleep for hours with just her little nose poking out. She was always with me, following my every step, watching me carefully, learning our home. Then she started playing. She grew bigger and stronger, climbing up the furniture, exploring every shelf, her paws reaching for anything that moved. I'd play with her for hours using a string, and she'd play back with fierce energy. Sometimes she'd get angry for no reason, hissing at her own shadow in the mirror, and I'd laugh and take pictures of her silly, puffed-up face. But then, everything changed. One morning, she didn't run to her bowl. She just sat there on the floor, looking at me with tired, glassy eyes. Her health had turned overnight. She was sick, lying sadly on the cold floor, too weak to lift her head. I picked her up gently and held her close to my chest. She spent days lying near me on the bed, her body warm but her spirit low and broken. I gave her medicine, soft food, and gentle massages on her tiny back, staying by her side every single minute. She looked at me with those big eyes like she was asking if she would be okay. Then slowly, like a miracle, she started eating again. She climbed onto the table and watched me work on my laptop. I brushed her fur until it shone, put a tiny pink bow on her collar, and made her pretty again. One afternoon, she spotted another kitten outside the window and stared with curious, wide eyes, her tail flicking back and forth. She was coming back to life, stronger than before. Now she plays with a water bottle cap for hours, batting it across the floor with wild excitement. She eats happily now, her face buried deep in the bowl, making small sounds of joy. Every morning she looks at me from across the room, her eyes full of trust and love. She climbs onto my lap, purring loud, loving me without words, kneading my chest with her soft paws. When I recall those different moments, the scared kitten hiding in the bag, the sick kitten I held in my arms, and now this happy creature standing on my table, I realize how far we have come together. She doesn't fear the corner anymore. She owns the sofa, the blanket, and my entire heart. Every single day is pure joy now, a celebration of the fragile life we almost lost. If this story touched you, please like and share. Sometimes the smallest souls need the biggest love. Adopt, rescue, because every life matters, even if it's just a tiny kitten.